And welcome everybody, I'm Papavarian and this is Crusader Kings 2 and we are the Lord of Chasianon, namely of course Duke Roussel of Chasianon. And we have a bit of a task in front of us, because we are fairly weak, we are very weak in comparison to the Byzantine Empire and the Seljuks, and I don't know how to overcome that yet, but what I do know is that most of you mentioned to marry the last of the Phocas dynasty that isn't in my prison, namely Theophano Phocas. Now, she will not marry us, she will not even come to our court. I'm going to give her some, you know, cheap money. And then I hope that in time she will come to our court if we try to sway her to our cause. Having her as our wife would of course be very beneficial, because it would mean that the local aristocracy and the aristocracy that ruled here before we came accepts us in. Whether that is a real thing is a different topic. I, you know, of course have to kind of give land or give a kind of power to that idea. You know, we took over, and I mean, look at this. Chasianon literally was in the hands of Nikephoros II, and then we ousted him. So don't even look. If she wants to marry us, all the better. If she doesn't, then I'll take it as well, because she must be frustrated at me by me having ousted her dynasty, and she doesn't even like the gift anymore, does she? Wow. Action to cough religious differences. Maybe I should write a letter to Theophano to try to convince her of my good intentions. You know what? A forthright message is what she needs. Absolutely. Theophano has not responded to my letter. Perhaps I should have tried writing in a less blunt way. Damn it, we are also getting sick. Honestly, this is going to be rough. I don't know how we're going to turn this around in just the nick of time. Roger insisted that the foul smells of civilization made you sick and ordered you to take daily walks in the wilderness. Didn't really help. Listen, it's difficult, because I need to turn this around as soon as possible. We are in a situation where I have literal cancer. Wow, that's a tough event. He's a mystic. I trust your knowledge, O wise one. I feel different. Do we still have cancer? Roger gave you a pouch of herbs and sent you on a journey to find your spirit guide. You wandered the wilderness for days, eating only roots from the pouch, sleeping under the stars. Finally, you felt a presence and you saw a great horned beast. Afterwards you wondered, are you the beast? I still have cancer though? Help? Do you wanna aid me get rid of that cancer though? Look, it's difficult, because we literally have cancer, we are possessed, and we hold a tiny piece of land. If I ever want to win this, I have to go against the Byzantine Empire, and going against them is going to be difficult. I mean, that's just, you know, that's not even just speculation, that's a fact. Eva might fancy me, sure. I gave her a good tumble. I am possessed, look, I do crazy things. I'm going to teach you organize, of course. Accepted my lesson. Very nice. Honestly, this is one of the most difficult campaigns in a while that I had, and sorry for hitting the mic there, that I had in quite some time. Because the way I look at this is essentially, I don't want to swear fealty to either the Seljuks or the Byzantines, but we are in a situation where if we don't swear fealty, I literally have no other partner to talk to. The Byzantines are all around us in the northwest and south, and the Seljuks in the west, in the east. It is difficult. And I got robbed as well. This is terrible. Good God. And why won't you marry me? Now, there were many other suggestions, for example, the De Hauteville family, or, you know, the Georgians, the Bagrazioni family, but I thought the local rulers would be nice. Then again, they're not doing much for me, are they? They're not doing anything. Perhaps I should use my extensive military knowledge to impress Theophano into liking me more. My military exploits of conquering the country that was formerly her family's must impress her. Let's try that, eh? I'm not sure if she's simply uninterested in these matters or unimpressed with my delivery, but it is certain that Theophano has not responded well to the stories of my military life as well as I had hoped. God damn it, dude. This may be episode number 2 where we practically do nothing, because my chancellor doesn't seem very willing in getting me an actual claim, does he? 8.9%, 8.96% every year. And yet it happens in 0 years out of 10. What did they mean by this, eh? What did they mean by this? Joffrey, I know you owe me a favor as well. Aid me right now, or else, I swear, I will come for you. You know what? I'm actually going to go for centralization here. There's many undecided people in there. That's a bit weird. But I'll take it. I could go with administration, I guess, but I'll take the centralization because I want to hold all of the things that I am currently holding. Hey, Spy Master, why don't you really? None of you want to give me a favor. Or rather, want me to owe you a favor, I guess. There you go. Let's do this. Let's push through centralization and make this happen. We're now 4 out of 4, giving me even more units, seeing as we no longer take any penalties whatsoever. But I gotta tell you, I'm not very hopeful for this. Ifana has passed away. I can only hope she remembered me fondly in her last moments. She passed away due to sickness. Well, what will we do? We have cancer, we're possessed. We only have a couple of years to go. You gotta do what you gotta do. And with Teofano out of the picture, I think it is time to, you know, go, I guess, for the Bagrazioni dynasty. They are in immediate reach, not blocked by the Byzantine Empire. And they are not only interested in us because of our power, or rather they might just be there only for that, but at the very least we know what's going on. There's no Bagrazioni, is there? God damn it. So we do have to marry a de Hauteville. Cecile. Let's do it. Alright, well, I'll take it. You know, could be worse. Could be better, of course. Always could be better. He's attacking Serbia, and he's definitely going to win that. The werewolf. You've been nervous for the last couple of nights, sleeping restlessly, feeling a strange pull on your mind. During the days you have been tired, but also tense with anticipation, sensing something important arriving. Now, at night, as you wake and see the full moon rise, you fully understand. It's the moon. It speaks to you. It is time to rise, time to become the wolf, time to go out, time to be free, time to lose your mind to the moon madness. Yeah, that's not that great. Oh, wow, really. You run through the night, seeking prey. You eventually find it, and you pounce, tearing, slashing, gouging, all the while howling like a wolf you are. In the end, the panicked screams stop. We just ate the son of the Lord of Paphlagonia. Was it not his son? Who was this? God damn it. Was this dude? Oh, no, just distant relative, I guess. You wake in the morning, but you feel as though you hadn't slept at all. You vaguely remember having nightmares. You seem to have something wet and sticky on your chest. As you look down, you realize that you're covered in blood. It's clearly not yours, and you do not remember how it got there. There's something about it, however, that awakens a vague exhilaration in you. I don't like that. I will tell you, but it makes me think I probably should be trying to join Lucifer's own. Because we are a bit of a devilish creature. We are possessed. Ah, we're terrible. Now what do I do about this? I can't go against either of the forces that are at our doorstep. You are actually fighting the Caliph, the Fatimids. 11k, Caliph al-Majid. I don't think I can go against either of these. Not right now, not here. And this is awful. Duke Roussel might die any moment. And we're looking at a situation where he hasn't been able to expand at all. Truly terrifying, especially considering that we did not get a single claim. I'm so mad about that. Anyway, even with blunt weapons, a training fight is a dangerous thing. Something a sword might strike just a bit too hard. Sometimes. There you go. That's enough fighting for this week. I cannot read, and that is perfectly fine. At least I feel like it is. They're of course defeating the Byzantines. Oh, the Byzantines are defeating the rebels. What are we going to do about that? How are we going to take out the Byzantines? They have a young ruler. A good ruler. What are we going to do about this? You know, historically speaking, we have served the Byzantines until we took over Chazianon. But what do we do from here? Where do we go from here? We have a lot of money, but not enough really to sustain an army that would be ready to destroy the Byzantines. Look at this though. We have 5.1k troops now. That is quite proud. I'm having dinner and plenty of drinks with Tati tonight. It's lovely, yet what I'm mostly charmed by is Tati herself. Why else would I not immediately stop our conversation, which has slowly begun to touch upon some almost heretical ideas, questioning the salvation of God. I mean, she is Sunni, is the thing though. You know what? Sure. I'll keep your present hidden. You are a witch. Why don't you help me, eh? Right, we've seen these events a million times. I'm just going to skip them. It's just me joining the, you know, the devil worshippers. We're going to become a devil worshipper. And of course, we're going to try to use that power to our advantage. How else could I? The bargain must be struck. What is this? You want to marry this low-born lady? I don't even know her. King of Serbia. Making his own kin marry lowborn ladies from Anatolia. Who could have seen it coming, eh? Philactus likes us, so he shall be in that position. I will teach you in war, no doubt about it. We received word of your dedication and desire to join the Legion. There you go. We have joined. Wait, have we? There you go. We will join it with this messenger. Ilkay is going to do the rest of it. And after skipping all of those events, we're now in a position to actually do things. And let me tell you, 17k, are you kidding me? Basileus Constantius needs to go. I'll be honest with you, he actually needs to go. He's dangerous. He has so many troops and I do not know how to oppose him properly. But, and this will be risky, but if there was ever a time to oppose him, I think it was now. Think about it. He's at war against another one. He's merely assembling his armies. I think we want to go right now, and yet I can't. Oh, I don't have the piety. You know what? I will buy indulgence for my sins, absolutely. 110 gold to be able to declare war against the Byzantines? Absolutely. Let's do it. Let us destroy them. I will declare war for Tarsos. Wait a minute, actually. I mean, none of this will become independent either way because it is technically part of the Byzantine Empire by default, de jure speaking. I think I will take it. Tarsos. I didn't get a claim, and I'm now negative in piety, but I personally believe that we can turn this around. You know, my wife, my Hungarian wife, has passed away many years ago, but her brothers still swear fealty, or swear, you know, allegiance to me, I should say, not fealty, of course. And I think we can use them. I think we can use them to, you know, score some swift wins against the Byzantines, and then go on to destroy them long term. And it's come to my attention that the Magistros of Tarsos, Mayor Magus of Lamas, has bribed and threatened his way through my domain, trying to get enough people to recognize a claim on my title that he has fabricated for his liege, Countess Adia of Tarsos. How dare you? How dare you? Now, thank you for joining my war, of course. How else, you know, could it be? Gadaya Kruni has decided to go ahead and use a claim. Well, try your best. He will not defeat me. Alright, there you go. We have the main Byzantine force right in front of us. And I will... Oh, that's 6k, dude. Oh, wow. They're all together, huh? Some days I think I'm going insane. It is probably all in my head. But sometimes I notice people staring at me. My courtiers whispered it is impossible to shake the suspicion that it might be about me. Being one of Lucifer's own always felt worth the risk, but I am not sure anymore. How long before I crack under the pressure? I gotta tell you, I'm not very confident in our chance to win this. Oh. This is gonna be difficult. If we rout them first, we may be able to defend against the 7k, but until then, that's gonna be a rough fight. What do you want from me? Sacrifice the ruler. You know what? Sure. Yeah, they're coming for me. This is gonna be tough. If not impossible, let's be honest. Impossible. I will duel this man myself, I guess. I'm brave. Oh god. I've been injured. And I'm dead. God damn it. The Byzantines really did a thing or two to me, didn't they? Ah, this is difficult. Man, we're having a tough time here. I mean, this is a loss. What do you want me to tell you? I'll give you money. God damn it. Wow. We're a child. A failed war. Failed attempt for greatness. And now here we are. Damn. I'll be real with you. The way I see this right now, this is more a failure than it ever will be a success either way. Because as isolated as we are, I've never thought it would come to this. I never thought it would come to this disastrous kind of turn of events here. That I had to peace out for the war of my father. And I'm only, what, 8 years old? 7. 8 right now. Damn, even worse. How did you overcome any of this? Now, he passed away, but they have so many troops. The Byzantines are insanely strong, all things considered, and it frightens me. Because how do you tackle an opposition that is this strong? Either way, I mean, in this episode, we're not really going to go to war either way because we don't have the money. Take out a loan, of course, and I think that's what we're going to do just so that I'm no longer getting the deficit events. Try it again, Ranulf says, but I can't do it. I can't whistle. Why am I educated by you? Someone that is good at war, please. Nobody, huh? Andronikos, sure. Arnulf told me that whistling is easy, that I can do it if I try. But I've tried many times already. Everyone can do it but me. I could become brooding, which gives me just wrath or envious. Yeah, sure. Let's go with that. Just becoming shy is a terrible stat. It's a terrible trait that nobody should ever long for. The issue with the Byzantine revolts is that they never actually go and demand just, you know, for independence. They always go for example, a different claimant or just for council authority, all meaning nothing to me. What I hope for is just them rebelling in the name of, you know, independence, so that I can then finally continue and being the master of my own fate. But right now, I gotta tell you, not exactly having luck. The Byzantines, and this was actually the most frightening thing, they immediately came for me. They were at war with one of the Seljuks, you know, vassals, but as soon, and I just touched the mic, my apologies, but as soon as I declared war against them, they came for me, and I gotta tell you, this is gonna be tough. I hope, in my heart of hearts, that Duke Raymond of Chasianon will have more luck against the Byzantines, because so far, it's been difficult. More than difficult. We can use this episode, no doubt, to actually just kind of fast forward. I think that is our right. There's not much going to be happening either way. Oh man, this is tough. Andronikos is frowning at me. Waste of time. It will never fit. You've thrown out of it, he says, but it's my favorite hat. You know what? If I become willful, I forgot, is that good or is that bad? Ambitious, brave, stubborn. You know what? Absolutely. Make me willful. I did not become willful. That sucks. I think our guardian there did something that, you know, stopped us from being willful. That's okay. Thanks to my great diplomatic skill, the smuggler's ring in Chasianon has been destroyed. Wow. 10 years old. Diplomacy of 3. I have amazing diplomacy skill. What can I say? It's just the gaga goo goo. Only external vassal wars, Lord Jesus. Oh, come on, really? Now I have to deal with Strategos Romanos, the Just of Anatolia. He's just coming for one county, but I gotta tell you, it's gonna be tough. I'm gonna fight him. Oh god, why does he have so many troops? What am I gonna do about this? I gotta defend my own land. I mean, that's just a given, right? I'm gonna oust him. No one will stand against me. Question, do we not have... Yeah, there you go. This is what I'm talking about. Give me some more commanders, will you? Yeah, this is way too rough. I really hope this wouldn't be a playthrough that would go this rough. It really... Oh, no. Wow. A battle that we were to lose because I sent them in with no morale and we capture Strategos Romanos. Well, the war's over. Thanks for your money, nerd. Thanks for the prestige. Thanks for everything. You don't even know what you just did for me. I gotta tell you, this so far has been disastrous. And because of it, I ask you, should we swear fealty to the Byzantines? We're not the same man our father was. We're not even a man, to be honest. And we are in a situation where it might be better to be under their control, so that we can then go on and try to eat our way throughout their lands internally. What would Duke Raymond do? What would you do if you were his counsel? I think we have a way forward outside of the Byzantine Empire, but it's going to be rough. It's going to be tough. It's going to be as difficult as can be. What is your advice, dear viewers? Because that is what I will do. Thank you, dear Marshal. But with that, I will end this episode. Thank you for tuning in. Today, I want to thank the members of the channel, of course, the Barons, Suspicious Duck, Stefan, the Richest T, Snywolf, Sai, and Herman. And then, of course, the beautiful, the amazing Dukes, Knight of Squires, Kenneth, Eric, Lexo, and Benedict. Thank you so much for your support. It means the world because that is what keeps this channel going in its current form. And if you want to support the channel as well, check out the join button right under the video and check out the affiliate link right in the description where you can buy Paradox games for the common price, but I get a bit of a share from it. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next episode. And we decide how to continue, because so far this has been rough, and you know, I don't like rough campaigns. I want to dab on people. Until then, later, alligator.